Some huge results this weekend in terms of the relegation battle in the Premier League. First of all, we'll start with last night's game. Man United home to Leeds lost. Leeds winning at United. I did not see that one coming, to be honest. I did wonder if Leeds would maybe get a draw there, but I did not see them going there and winning. To go 2 goals up and then, well, from there I was thinking, well, you know, they should be able to hold on to this, but you never know. Man United, they do like a comeback, and when they went down to 10 men, I thought, oh, surely that's it now. But Man United are one of those teams. They seem to play quite well with 10 men, actually, historically as well, but over recent years also. So, and then they did actually, from what I saw, they did seem to start playing better with 10 men. They got the goal back, but then Leeds was able to hold them out for the rest of the match and get massive 3 points. As a point would have been a good result for Leeds, yes, but to get 3 points, put themselves 6 points clear of Spurs, who are 18th. It's an absolutely massive result at this stage of the season, and that could be so crucial for not just them, but for all the other teams that are in the mix as well. I mean, it is between these 4 now, you would think, to avoid 18th. Burnley lost again at the weekend, they're gone. Wolves obviously got beat heavily by West Ham. They could be relegated as early as next week, I believe. So, yeah, it's over for them too. And Palace winning as well, they'll be safe. Newcastle, and they're the teams that are above 15th. None of that lot will get pulled down into it at this stage. But Nottingham Forest, they got a massive point as well against Villa. Very big result for them, that. Especially with them, I know both of them played in Europe in the week, but like I say, a team in the top 4, Villa as well, that was a huge result for them. Very hard fought point, very well deserved, and edges them in the right direction as well. And out of everyone, they're on the best form out of anyone in that bottom set of teams as well at the moment. West Ham comfortably got the job done against Wolves in the end. Wolves did really self-destruct, but West Ham were clinical and they needed to win that. And I thought it might be quite a hard game with Wolves kind of having less pressure on them, but they made light work of it, West Ham, and they got a massive result which put them out of the relegation zone, and they did not fall back into it this weekend as Spurs failed to leave Sunderland with anything. And this was supposed to be the weekend where it turns around, where De Zerbi comes in, he hits the ground running, but it just did not happen. They didn't, to be honest, didn't look a lot different really. They still lacked confidence, lacked creativity, everything they've been lacking in all season, particularly in the second half of the season. Again, it's just shocking how low on confidence the team is, how low on how they just don't play as a team, and it's a very poor time for them. But like I say, Sunderland as well. I mean, they're a decent side. It was always going to be hard going away there in his first game to Zerbi, but they're not entirely out of the European push as well. They're still in the mix there as well, so it's going to be difficult. But again, another game where they've not scored as well. It's getting very worrying now, because now they've dropped into the relegation zone and now they drastically need something to turn around. If you look at a lot of their remaining fixtures, the only one there that looks like it definitely should be a win, and that's not even a given, is away at Wolves, because Wolves by that point could already be relegated, which could in theory make them even more, could make it actually, maybe they'll be playing without any sort of pressure. Judging by the way they played against West Ham the other night, they shouldn't have anything to worry about. But out of everyone in that bottom set of teams, Spurs are on the worst form, which I think is what's really worrying at this stage for them. I think that, it's always felt like, there's a chance they'll get themselves out of it because they're just a big club, they won't go down. But as the weeks go by, the more and more you're starting to think this might actually happen. It's looking more and more realistic by the week. There's no difference from them than any of them other sides. They could easily take the drop here, I feel. It's getting to the point though where with Leeds, where I think they might be over the line now. That result yesterday was huge. Got them up to 36 points now. One more win and they've got to play Wolves soon, I think. That might have been the next game. And get the win there, I think surely they're safe. Then they can focus a bit more on the cup semi-final and could become a threat in that as well. And Forest, like I say, edging in the right direction. I've still got it in the back of my mind, it could be between Spurs and West Ham. Still a few games to go between these sides. Obviously Leeds have still got to play Spurs, And West Ham have also still got to play Leeds, but that's on the final day. That could be interesting. Could Leeds already be safe? Will West Ham need to win to survive? It could work out like that. But Spurs and West Ham at the moment, really, I think that's them two are the two that are fighting for it. But I don't know. West Ham just seem to be showing up when it matters, like in these important matches, like the other day when they had to get the job done with a lot of pressure on them, they did it with ease. So at this moment in time, I think it's looking very bad for Spurs in that relegation battle. But it's certainly very interesting. There's certainly still 4 teams involved, although Leeds are on the brink of pulling clear. Forest on very good form. The other two in more trouble, I feel, but West Ham was so strong the other night, and they needed to be. This could be bad news for Spurs.